you hear me? Yeah, you're frozen now. Dr. Nikki.
Wow. I'm so excited. Before I bring this beautiful woman of God on, listen to me. The devil do not want us to do this show. He don't want us to do this show, but the devil is a lie. We're going to do this show. It's going to be amazing. If you see me, say, hey, Dr. Nikki, I see you. I'm so excited about bringing this woman of God on because I know she's about to bring the pain. She is going to be a guest speaker on the Power Up Summit. This is a special edition of the Convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler, and I'm so excited to have this young lady, not only because we share the same name, but because me doing the research that I did, I find out that she is an amazing woman. I'm gonna let her introduce herself to this particular broadcast. Go ahead and bring this woman of God on. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, beautiful, to the Convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Tell the people who you are and what you got going on. Is she? I hope she ain't. Okay, I see her. You there?
Good morning, Dr. Nikki, and thank you so much for bringing me on. My name is Nicholette Hemingway, and I am the owner and operator of Nike 8 Speaks, LLC, and we are a career counseling service organization, and I am a retired military officer, and I have been interview panels for over 20 years. So I have a lot of experience dealing with people interviewing.
Wow. So tell us what made you decide to join Kern Cherry. Shout out to Kern Cherry with the Power Up Summit. What made you decide to join the team of speakers?
Well, Kern is just a dynamic person. She does phenomenal work in the community, and she is the queen of butts in the seats. And so I just wanted to be a part of something that she's a part of because she just gives, and she's a great encourager.
Wow. So tell us a little bit of what you're going to be speaking about. Are you there? Can you hear me?
What was that, Dr. Nikki?
Tell me what you're going to be speaking
about. You're going
about.
in and out.
I don't know what's going on with this internet. My question to you is, tell me what you're going to be speaking about. Can she hear me, y'all?
I still couldn't hear you.
So tell me what
I'm going to speak about?
Yes.
Well, my keynote is the 5 secrets to nail that job. And then I'm also doing a workshop called the ABCs of interviewing. So if you're having problems, landing that job, if you find yourself in your closet pulling out clothes so you can find that great power suit to make a statement, if you have no clue what to do with your resume, if you've tried everything, looking the part, talking the part, minding your manners, and you still haven't gotten that job, then I'm the person that will help you out.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So give us some tips on what to wear when you're going on an interview. Oh, I lost her. Hopefully she'll come back. I don't know what's going on with the technical side of things. Normally my show's going smoothly. I don't know if it's her internet or mine, but we're going to bring her back. In the meantime, let's talk about the Power Up Summit. Kern Cherry has done an amazing job laying out some dynamic speakers. Okay, she's coming back in, guys. Let me see if I can get her in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you tell us about some do's and don'ts in applying for jobs, what to wear and what not to wear? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Oh, sure. Some of the don'ts that you do in terms of apparel, don't wear long dangly earrings. That's very distracting. Gentlemen, if you have earrings, take them out. Don't have really long nails that are in a bright color. I have a neutral color, a French manicure, so that's something you want to do. Also, don't go in there with not being well groomed in terms of your hair. Gentlemen, if you have mustaches or beards, make sure they're neatly trimmed. Don't go in there, I call, with your club clothes on, a
Mm.
short, tight skirt, shoes that are like 4 or 5 inches high. Don't go in there like that. Those are some
Mm.
of the don'ts. But the do's, make sure you have a nice suit, I call interview uniform, that is, clean, stain free. Make sure your shoes are in good shape, no scuff marks, no holes or tattered shoelaces. Make sure that you are presenting a professional appearance, because you don't get a second chance to make a first.
Don't get a second chance to make a first impression. I think her internet is going in and out. I am so excited to have her on the show. I think people like her is a must to have on these kind of broadcasts, because sometimes we get too comfortable. Say somebody in interviews, we get so comfortable in interviews. She's coming back. We need people like her. We need people like her, because what it is, sometimes we get comfortable. Sometimes we think we can wear whatever we want to wear, and we wonder why we don't get the job. It's because we're not wearing the things that we're supposed to wear. So it's important to understand, when you're doing job interviews, come ready to receive the job, come expecting the job, but also dress the part. You got to dress the part. You can't have no long earrings and bling out and colorful nails like this. This is not a job interview nail. Do a new color. Try to make sure you're looking up the part so you can get the job and land the job. This is so important to have and to know, because once again, you probably was to testify to this. We get so complacent in things that we know we have to get done. And so I'm excited to have her on the show. I hate the technicals coming in and out. I got to bring her back, because I think the stuff that she has to say makes a difference in what we have going on. It's so important to know who we are. It's so important that she go, beautiful queen. It's so important to know who we are. It's so important to, when you're going on these job interviews, be confident, not only in the job interviews, but be confident in what you got on. Because you can wear these loud colors, and that's gonna make them look at your nails and not look at you as a person. It's a distraction. And a lot of people don't like talking
Yes.
about it. You got to dress up to par. If you want the job, you got to come in there with the right attitude. Good morning, Geneva. Good morning, Shanita. I see them on here. Hey, queens. You got to come with the right attitude, and you got to come knowing whoever you are, God has created you to be that, but also be confident in who you are as a person. Be confident as you are as a person. I think having her on the show, it set the tone for the things that we have, that God has in store for us. It's so important to know these things. I mean, I'm gonna have to bring you back on my show, because there's so many things that I want you to talk about that people need to be refreshed on, because we get so complacent in job interviews. So I mean, I think with your expertise, you can help change a nation, because so many people don't know what to do. I see a lot of young girls walking job with they club clothes on. I'm like, how do I supposed to hire you if you're not even looking up to par? How? And these are discussions that we need to talk about, what to wear and what not to wear. Even in a business interview, even on business calls, we have to know what to wear and what not to wear. Can you hear
You're
me?
so right. And I even go over, like, if you're in a sorority or fraternity, don't wear any pins, don't wear any scarves, unless you know without a doubt that the person you're interviewing in is in the same sorority or fraternity as you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because some of the, oh yes, I go through everything, even hair. I break it down, because I know what.
Oh, the devil do not want her to speak. Y'all know I'm big on look. He don't want her to speak today. And she got so much information. Geneva said, when you know better, you can do better. She got so much information that she need to give us, guys. People like her, God put on this earth to correct us. People like her, God put on this earth to keep us on the straight and narrow. I didn't even think about pens with AKAs and deltas. You wearing your pen to work. You don't even know if that person, even if that person's an AK or a delta. I got to bring you back on my show. I got to, because it's so much I want you to tell us. Oh my God, it's so much you need to tell us.
Yes, let us reschedule. I mean, I go through the hair, everything. As you can see, I got my hair in a bun, but normally I rock a fro. But when I know for interviews, I straighten my hair out because I know there is a look that interviewers are looking for.
Wow. So if I'm in an interview, I should have my hair pulled back in a ball so I can take it off my face, because my hair being long. Do you think it's a distraction to wear long hair to an interview?
Yes, and for us, as Black people, we like to wear braids. Like you have braids on, I would actually suggest you put it up in a bun.
Okay.
There are so many different things I could tell you with the braids. If the braids are curly on the ends, you can leave them down. But if they're straight like yours, put them up in a bun, or if you can, a high ponytail.
What about the earrings? What about the earrings?
Like the earrings you have on are distracting. I always say, pretty girls wear pearls. So, something small, a very small hoop if you wear a hoop. I mean, real small. But, you can't have the long dangly, like I said, the club earrings, something that's blinging. It's very distracting. Even like I have on bracelets, I would probably just wear one or none. A watch is fine, one ring on each finger, because you don't want the distraction to be on what you're wearing. You want them to focus on you, your skills, and your experience, and how you're a good fit for that job.
Wow. So would this be okay? This kind of necklace, bracelet, would that be okay? Is that too much?
This necklace that I have on is too much. It's too distracting for the interview. But normally I would not wear that. I would probably just wear a strand of pearls.
Wow. You know what I'm telling
you? Very simple gold or silver necklace.
You know what we get? I was just telling earlier, we get so complacent in these job interviews and even business meetings. You don't wear anything to a business meeting. You got to dress up the part, because you don't know who you're going to meet with. I hate I'm losing her. Yeah, we're going to have to reschedule this, because there's some stuff she's teaching me that I didn't even know myself. So, man, isn't that something, guys? How many of y'all believe we need to bring her back? Because there's some things that she is teaching us. Sometimes we forget about those things. I hadn't done a job interview in forever. So sometimes we get lost in it. We get lost in the sauce, okay? Well, that's all I have for today. Okay, she's coming back. Let's get her back in here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You look good right there. I don't know what's going on with it, because my eyes is looking clear.
Oh, wow.
Technology does everything. Okay, we got some responders. I don't know, is it Sanita Gore said, thank you for sharing. Geneva says, corporate America is all about image, especially in an interview. I personally have worn just my wedding band as not to distract the interviewer as a larger part of my wedding ring. That is true. I try to just make a.
Oh, she's so right with that. I do the same thing. I have an older wedding band and a newer one. The one is more blingy, so I'll wear the older one. Excuse me. Or sometimes I won't even wear it. Yes, jewelry is very important, because you don't want people to think that, oh, why is she here for this job? She got all this bling on. She don't need this job. I'm telling you, as an interviewer, we have actually watched people from the time they park in the parking lot until they walk up to the building. So some places even look at the car you drive. And I've had to switch out cars because I didn't want them to see the car I drive and get the wrong impression. Oh, I've used my husband's car, my daughter's car. Yeah, I don't drive in mine a lot of times because I have a luxury car. And they get an impression that you don't need this job, or you're only here until something bigger and better comes along.
Wow, I never thought about that. Wow, that is something.
This is stuff that is discussed once you walk out of the room, or even before you go in the room, because like I said, we've watched people from the time they park and get out their car to come into the building, looked at what kind of car they drive, you know, see how, if they're still trying to put themselves together, you know, when they get out the car, all kinds of stuff. So it's really interesting to know what goes on in the back end. And so for me, being on these panels, I know exactly what they say. I know what they're looking for. And the job does not always go to the most qualified. That I can tell you.
Wow. Well, we appreciate you for coming on our show. I got to bring you back. I got to bring you back. Even after Power Summit, I got to bring you back because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you're talking about that we need to hear, guys. How many want us to bring her back on the show? We got to bring her back on the show because some stuff that she's telling us is helping us to look at our inner self and say, you know what, why I didn't get that job? Oh, that's probably why I didn't get the job, because I had this on, I had that on, or the way I presented myself, or what kind of car I have driven. So she's so right, man. I mean, you have such wisdom, and God put people like you on this planet, on this earth, to help people like us, to keep us corrected, because we need correction. Sometimes we get so complacent, we just doing whatever we want to do, and we never thought about what you're saying, because you just taught me some stuff. I know I be driving my car, and I'm like, okay, it's my car, I'm gonna drive my car. But if you want a job and want a better job, it's not, you know, to me, I was like, okay, it's not their business what I drive, but it is, because people can get a certain presentation about you by what you're driving. So that's true. That is true. Geneva says, fact, this is great information. Thank you so much, Miss Hemingway, for being on the show. Oh yeah, Shanita said, please bring her back on the show. I got to bring her back on the show. I got to bring her back on the show. Oh, she's gone again, guys. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump off. Thank you so much for watching the show. We'll definitely bring her back. I gotta bring her back because I you know, one thing about me, I believe in spirit of excellence, want to do it the right way. Don't forget to share this live, but we will definitely be bringing her back. I think it's her internet. I want to say it's her internet, and I hate this because I really have enjoyed the broadcast with her. She has such a lot of wisdom that I need to know about. So I'm happy to have her on the show. I'm glad she had a chance to drop in and speak with me. And we will see you guys on the next show. Don't forget to watch the show and share it.